Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Monday, January 11th, and this is exactly 1 week into working out, and I eliminated all sugary drinks last week. So I know I said I was going to weigh on Tuesday, but I was excited to get on the scale today, as I've been very self-disciplined and didn't weigh one day last week, except my first weigh-in on Monday, which remember was 252.4 pounds. So I'm hoping to lose about 3 pounds a week. I think that's the best way to keep weight off when you're trying to do this for a long-term thing, rather than shocking your body and losing a lot of weight at once by making crazy diet changes. Makes it much more difficult to stick with, but let's see where we're at today. Okay, so 248 even. So we lost 4.4 pounds. So 4.4 pounds down after 1 week. And that was really just with cutting out sugary drinks and just getting myself getting myself back into a light workout routine. So that's exciting, that's motivating. Let's keep it going. Hey, what's up everybody on YouTube? Thanks for following along. This is David and I'm just checking in. This is week number 2 and it's gonna be day number 1. It's Monday. And as you saw from my video just a second ago, I weighed in today and I lost 4.4 pounds on the first week. So I'm going to take that as good progress. And the reason that I like that is because I made very, very small changes to, my food, like what I was eating. The biggest change that I made last week from a diet standpoint is I just eliminated the sugary drinks. So it was all water for the most part, flavored water. So no sodas outside of a couple diet sodas that I had and Coke Zeros. So the carbonation will eventually be something that I'll have to take out of the diet as weight becomes harder to lose. But by making very small changes early on, it keeps you in a good mental standpoint. Instead of trying to make a whole bunch of changes at once, we can make small, gradual changes to lose the weight and then reevaluate our goals once we get down to the weight to where we want to be. But 4.4 pounds in the first week, that's awesome. If I were to do that for the first 4 weeks, you'd be looking at like 17.6 pounds. So somewhere around that number, pretty sure that's right. But I don't expect that, losing 17 pounds in the first month would be great. I hope that's what happens, I really do. But as long as the scale keeps going down every single week, that's gonna keep me motivated, it's gonna make me feel better about myself and keep me pushing. So today on cardio, if you remember last Monday, we did elliptical. And I tried to do the same cardio machine every day of the week because my goal is to beat my calories burned from the week before. So in order to do that, I'll put in my new weight. So whatever I weigh on Monday or Tuesday, whatever I weigh, I put that same number in the machine throughout the whole week because I don't weigh myself every single day. That's not a good idea to do. I weigh once a week, I put that number in the machine, and then I try to beat, my calories burned from the week before. So now we weigh less. That means if I were to do the same intensity on the cardio this week, I'm gonna burn less calories. So I'm gonna have to bump up the intensity. Last week on the cardio, I did 7 on the resistance and 7 on whatever the other setting is. It was 7 and 7. This week I'm gonna go 8 and 8. Next week I'll go 9 and 9. That week after that I'll go 10 and 10. And then I'll reevaluate, how my cardio endurance is. Maybe I'll make it more challenging by increasing the amount of time I'm on there or decreasing the time but increasing the resistance. That's how that's gonna work. So today's gonna be cardio, probably 15 minutes again. I'll stick with 15 to 20 minutes somewhere for the first month, and then I'll have to reevaluate what needs to be done. But 15 minutes is good, break a sweat, and then I'm gonna hop into back. So we're gonna start off Monday with back this time. And basically the workout is going to be Smith rows. So you can do it with a dumbbell, you can do it with a barbell, but if you want to follow along with me, I recommend you either do it with the barbell or the Smith machine. I'm going to do 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. After that, I'm going to do lat pull downs again, and I'll show you all these movements, in the video breakdown like I normally do. So I'm going to do lat pull downs, 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. From there, I'm going to do the seated cable rows. So we'll be on the machine. We'll bring the weight down towards our stomach. So we're going to do that 3 sets of 10. And then I'm going to do what's called the stiff arm pull down, which is on the cable. You just grab a straight bar and you bring it down and you squeeze in with the lats and the kind of the lower part of your back. You'll see that as well. 3 sets of 12 to 15. And then I'm going to see how I feel. I would really like to end the workout with a bonus.
by doing some assisted pull-ups. So that assisted pull-up machine, using our body weight with the knees on the pad, I would like to end my session with 2 sets, as many reps as possible. All right, I'll check in later. Good luck, everybody. Hey, I thought I would also check in and go over with what I've eaten for the day. I have got some questions to my Facebook Messenger if I would talk more about the food that I'm eating throughout the day. So keep in mind, this is just for me. I'm pretty confident that with my, how I know my body reacts, that I can make small changes throughout my diet at first and just kind of lose the weight at a steady, slow, gradual pace. So for me today, I woke up this morning about 8 and I started off with a protein shake. Now the protein shake is the same thing that I made last week that I showed on day number 1 of the video. It's one scoop of protein, 25 grams of protein. I put in like a spoon of natural peanut butter. I mix in some water, like 3 or 4 ice cubes, and then some mixed frozen fruit, like blueberries, strawberries, that kind of stuff. Put that in a blender, chug it down. It actually tastes good. I think the peanut butter gives it the flavor to keep it tasteful. That's a very healthy way to start the day. And then once noon rolled around, I had the ham wrap. I also showed that last week. So it was ham from Walmart's deli with these green spinach wraps, and I put some bread and butter pickles on that and ate that. Everything that I've had today as far as liquid wise goes is water, and I had 1 Coke Zero, but I've drank a lot of water today, which is really important. I had the 1 Coke Zero carbonation. It gives you a little bit of a bloated feeling, so I'll be kicking that out probably within a month or so. And then right before the gym tonight, I think we're going to leave around 5 o'clock to go to the gym. So I plan on having probably a roast beef wrap. So I have some roast beef from Walmart as well. So the roast beef, put that on a spinach wrap. Probably do the same thing with the pickles. I'll eat that, and then we have like an hour drive to volleyball tonight for Lauren, and then while she's at volleyball practices, we can't go in and watch. We'll work out at the Planet Fitness facility in St. Louis by where her practice is for her volleyball team. So that'll be a protein shake, a ham wrap, and then that will be a roast beef wrap. So very lean meat. And then for dinner tonight, for sure, since my daughter has volleyball, it's going to be a Subway night. I already know that. I'll do a 6-inch Subway sandwich on the flatbread, and I'll get the deluxe meat. So that's going to be an extra scoop of meat. And then I'll add onions to it, and probably the shredded cheese, chipotle sauce, sriracha sauce, and maybe put some greens on there to be to add in some of the vegetables. But that's it. And if you're watching this, you're probably like, wow, that's a lot of bread, and it is for sure. And I should not have the chipotle sauce on the sandwich, but I want you to keep in mind that I am making small changes. All right, I'm not going to drive myself crazy by putting myself on a super restricted diet only on my 2nd week. So what are the changes? Well, normally I wouldn't have a protein shake if I was not trying to watch what I was doing. I'd eat probably some type of solid food. I didn't add any type of sauces to my ham wrap and my roast beef wrap, and believe it or not, I would normally add barbecue sauce on that. I love sauce. I put ketchup on my ketchup. That's a joke people say, but I'm a big fanatic of sauce. And the change to my dinner is I would normally get a footlong, so a footlong deluxe. So I'm going to eliminate half of the bread, half of the meat, half of the cheese. And I promise you, if you're following along, I promise you, if you know yourself, if you make those small changes, we're going to lose weight. We're going to try to lose another 3 pounds this week, and let's do it. All right, here we go. Wrapped up cardio, did a little bit over 15 minutes. Just made sure I hit that 200 calories. And like I said today, I bumped up the intensity to level 8, and I did the elliptical. And then we're going to go ahead and go on to Smith machine rows. Now, as I always said, you can do this with a barbell. You can do this with the Smith machine. Just to start off, I'm doing it with the Smith machine. It's assisted. It makes the lift a little bit easier. And this is going to help our muscles react and know that we're back into the gym and we're back to training. So, it's just an easier way to start off. So we're going to do Smith machine rows, 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps each set. Again, chin up, look forward, Keep your feet about shoulder width apart, and you're just pulling this up into your midsection. And you want to make sure that when you get to the top of the movement here, that you squeeze. You know, like try to pull your back muscles together to get yourself a good squeeze there. And just rep it out. And of course, make sure that you breathe every time. That'll bring us into lat pull downs. Same thing we did last week. Just grabbing the bar at a wide grip. We're pulling down to our chest. We're making sure that our back muscles are doing the work. So here I try to like pinch my shoulder blades together on the back of the movement. You want to make sure that your biceps and your arms are not doing all the work. You know, this is a back exercise. It's not an arm exercise. You will feel it in parts of your arms. But as far as the movement goes, you know, you should be bringing that weight down with your back muscles and not your arms. Your arms are the secondary muscles worked, and we're really focusing on that back. And again, when I bring that down to the bottom of the movement right here, you can see me trying to squeeze my shoulder blades together, making sure that I get effective squeeze there, and that helps maximize this muscle group. Now we go into the seated cable rows, doing 3 sets of 10. Again, same thing here with this. You shouldn't be rocking too much as you come out. We'll watch it again. Right there on the back of that movement, you should be squeezing your back muscles together. And again, your back should be pulling this weight. So as you grab that cable there, as you grab that V-bar pulley, you want to make sure that you're pulling that weight back with your back muscles and you're not jerking it back with your arms. And we're going to go into straight arm pull downs. So as you can see here, you know, this is just going to be what's comfortable for you. For me, I like to stand at a slant with a slight bend in my shoulders. And you're basically just keeping your arms straight, kind of like a hinge. The only thing that's really pulling this bar down is your back muscles. So, you know, your hands should be very lightly on the top of that bar there. And again, the same thing, your arms are not doing the work here. You need to be pulling this down with your back, squeezing at the end of the movement, and lowering it back up, or bringing it back up, I should say, at a controlled pace. And that's going to bring us into the last thing here, which is the assisted pull-up machine. AMRAP stands for as many reps as possible. You can see here, I'm going slow and steady. I'm making sure that my arms are not doing the work. I'm making sure that I'm pulling myself literally up with my back muscles. You know, of course, you're going to feel it in your arms because you are working your arms as well. But your back should be feeling more of the work than your arms are. Very slow, very controlled, keeping it nice and smooth. Pick a weight that allows you to do about 8 reps, and then just do as many as you can for 2 sets. That's today's back workout. As promised, I kept it super simple, and anybody can do these. Thanks for watching.